Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into what is honestly shaping up to be the most unprecedented marketing event in video game history. Now, if you've been anywhere near the gaming internet lately, you've absolutely seen the explosion of news surrounding Sony, Rockstar Games, and GTA 6. It's been wild. So today we're going to cut right through all that loud fanboy console war hype to uncover the actual real-world business mechanics of this multi-billion-dollar cultural moment. Let's get right into it.
Here's our quick roadmap for today's case file. First, we'll look at the PlayStation branding takeover itself. Second, facts versus rumors. Third, a history of partnership. Fourth, the billion-dollar motive. And finally, buying perceived exclusivity. All right, part one, the PlayStation branding takeover, the incident.
So, cast your mind back to June 24th and 25th of 2026. Right as those GTA 6 pre-orders went live, this massive visual takeover just swept across the PlayStation ecosystem. But, despite all those internet rumors claiming Sony was permanently rebranding their entire identity, the actual timeline shows this was a highly targeted temporary pre-order phase. By July 3rd, the digital touchpoints had completely reverted back to standard PlayStation branding. And, honestly, it wasn't even perfectly pre-planned. In early July, they actually had to scramble and make reactive artwork edits, swapping out the disc model PS5 for the digital-only model because of public backlash over the console's disc drive removal. Ultimately, it was a massive but fleeting wave ahead of that highly anticipated November 19th launch.
And guys, we really need to emphasize this wasn't just some standard banner ad. Sony reskinned their literal PlayStation mobile app icon with this whole Vice City sunset palm tree aesthetic. They redesigned the entire PS5 dashboard and storefront around GTA 6 key art. They swapped their official social media banners. They even sent these highly targeted emails directly to PS4 owners who had GTA 6 on their wish lists, basically pushing them to finally upgrade to a PS5. This level of system-wide branding for a third-party title, it's practically unheard of. Sony essentially handed the keys to their digital castle over to Rockstar.
Now, if you were wondering if this was just a friendly, spontaneous gesture, well, we have a smoking gun. There's a co-authored official PlayStation and Rockstar blog post that explicitly states the game plays best on PS5, quote, thanks to a close partnership between our teams. That specific language is an on-record, official acknowledgement of a formal, incredibly high-stakes arrangement between these two massive companies.
Moving right along to part two, facts versus industry rumors, the investigation.
First things first, we have executive confirmation. In a May 2026 interview with Bloomberg, Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick was pressed on whether the whole console-first launch strategy for GTA 6 was tied to a Sony marketing deal. He flat out said no, pointing out that Rockstar always launches on console first. But here's the catch. By answering that way, he implicitly confirmed that a marketing deal absolutely does exist without actually detailing a single term. So executive leadership is fully acknowledging the partnership, but they are keeping the actual financial mechanics locked in a vault. So what do we actually know for sure? Let's cleanly separate the hard facts from the rampant speculation. The partnership existing? Yep, that's confirmed. But the exact dollar amount Sony paid? Strictly speculative. There's literally zero verified public data on that, despite what forums might tell you about Sony spending more on this than their own games. A reduced digital storefront cut? Also speculative. What about a PS5 launch bundle? Well, analysts highly expect it, but right now it's just a rumor. And most importantly, the claim that the game is a PS5 exclusive is completely debunked. Make no mistake, GTA 6 is absolutely launching simultaneously on Xbox Series X and S. Okay, part three, a history of partnership, the precedent. You see, this didn't just happen overnight. This relationship stretches all the way back to 2001 with Grand Theft Auto 3 on the PS2. Fast forward to 2013, and Sony was running co-branded marketing and console bundles for GTA 5 on the PS3. But honestly, 2018's Red Dead Redemption 2 is the closest historical analog we have to today. For that launch, PlayStation secured timed exclusive online content, co-branded retail marketing telling people it was best enjoyed on PS4, and custom console bundles. This massive GTA 6 deal, it's really the climax of a 25-year, ridiculously lucrative relationship. Now, the reason the industry is scrutinizing this deal so intensely really boils down to one word: ownership. Think about it. When Sony promotes its own incredible first-party games like God of War Ragnarok or Spider-Man 2, it's easy. They just use their standard internal channels. They don't have to acquire rights or do hostile system takeovers. But third-party blockbusters like GTA 6, that requires aggressive, external deal-making and fierce bidding. It actually perfectly mirrors Sony's historical arrangements with Call of Duty. They are paying for prominent placement to inextricably link the PlayStation brand with massive franchises they don't actually own.
And remarkably, they arguably gave GTA 6 far more immediate visibility than their own upcoming heavy hitters, like Marvel's Wolverine or Ghost of Yotei.
Which brings us to part 4, the billion-dollar motive, why it matters.
8.0 to $8.2 billion. Take a second to let that number sink in. That is Take-Two's official FY 2027 net bookings guidance, which they filed with the SEC in May 2026. This isn't a rumor, this is the one rock-solid, company-issued financial figure we have to work with, and Take-Two explicitly names GTA 6 as the primary driver behind this staggering pile of money. The sheer scale of anticipated demand here absolutely dwarfs almost every other release this entire console generation.
And when we look at the analyst estimates, things get totally wild. You've got DFC Intelligence projecting roughly $3.2 billion in year one revenue, but then Convoy is vastly more bullish, predicting an unbelievable $7.6 billion in just the first 60 days. These financial models disagree by literal billions, but they are all uniformly astronomical. To put this into perspective, GTA 5 famously crossed $1 billion in just 3 days back in 2013. The projections for GTA 6, they firmly cement it as the undisputed entertainment launch of the decade.
So what's actually in it for Sony? Why attach themselves so aggressively to this rocket ship? Well, 3 massive strategic incentives. First, they're securing platform commission cuts on what will undoubtedly be record-breaking digital sales. Second, it's all about the hardware. Remember those targeted emails we talked about? GTA 6 is widely expected to trigger a massive second wave of PS5 and PS5 Pro hardware sales from those lingering PS4 owners right in Q4 2026. And third, they're cultivating this incredibly powerful brand association for a game with true mass-market, multi-generational appeal. This game reaches way beyond just core gamers, and Sony wants their logo right next to it. And finally, Part 5, buying perceived exclusivity, the takeaway. If you remember nothing else from today, remember this. Sony's ultimate psychological strategy here is called the perception of exclusivity. Think about the facts. Xbox has its own GTA 6 pre-order page. The game is 100% multi-platform, but by launching an unprecedented, system-wide visual takeover of the entire PlayStation ecosystem, Sony effectively tricked the casual brain. By completely dominating the visible promotional space, they made casual observers mistakenly associate GTA 6 solely with PlayStation. And the genius part? They did this without ever having to pay the literally astronomical cost of actual platform exclusivity, which reportedly wasn't even an option on the table to begin with.
So, I want to leave you with this final, somewhat provocative thought. By commanding the conversation and dominating the digital real estate for just a few crucial weeks, did Sony just prove that buying the perception of exclusivity is actually more powerful and far more profitable than buying the game itself? It is an absolute masterclass in modern corporate marketing psychology, and I guarantee you it's going to change how the industry handles blockbuster releases forever. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer today. I really hope you found breaking down this case file as fascinating as I did. Keep questioning the hype, and I'll catch you next time.